Hi, so I haven't posted for a while, and I bet you're wondering why you can't see anything. Alexa, turn on dining room. I love those plugs. Pretty cool. It's controlled by Alexa. Stop, just no. Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk about today was, landscape photography where you live. Now, I follow quite a few famous YouTube landscape photographers who, I won't mention their names, but they have access to the Rocky Mountains and all these gorgeous settings, the Lake Districts, beautiful, beautiful landscapes. But I don't. I live a long way from those. So what do you do? Like, if you're into landscape photography, just get out and practice, and just get out and get some shots. I'm lucky enough to live in Surrey and in the UK, and 10 minutes drive from me I have access to some nice country parks. Now, they're not amazing for landscape photography, but there is something cool that you can go and do there. Sometimes I have in the past caught beautiful, epic sunrises with some winter mist in these fields and these parks, sadly ruined by lots of dog walkers, but well, that's another story. But there is something really cool about just getting out and just getting some shots of your local area. So you can see the light is really flat, but I knew it was going to be like that. But sometimes you just have to go out and do it. Let's go find some colourful trees. After taking a walk around and shooting when the light came up, I think the best shot of the day was just this tree that I saw. It was the beginning of autumn, it was starting to turn, and it just had a lovely shape to it. I think the branches were just coming across one way, and I just really liked that. Dog walkers here. I'm going to head out in about 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for the car to warm up, and it looks like it's warmed up and the battery will charge, so I don't have to jump start it when I come back. Oh yeah, living the life, living the dream. The epic sunrise I was hoping for. Let's go and have a look through the trees, see if we can get at least one shot today, because this is disappointing. That's so nice here, look at that. I went to the stew ponds the other day thinking I'd get a nice sunrise over the little ponds, but it also was a real letdown. I was promised by the photo score app, whatever it's called, that we're gonna have epic skies today. Waiting. The one thing that I think attracts photographers to landscape photography is this sense of adventure and being the explorer, getting out in the wilderness. But one thing I did spot was this kind of bulrush reed just on its own, and it was kind of bending over like it was weeping. And I just took one shot of that, and it turned out to be my favorite shot of the day. Don't be discouraged if you when you're looking at other people's amazing photography of these epic locations and you can't get there to do that. There's loads of stuff to be had close by you. This week I had to go down to Bournemouth, and I thought, why don't I go down early and hopefully there'll be an epic sunrise and I can do some landscape photography over Bournemouth Pier. Sadly, that was a fail because the sun didn't even rise on that day. We had such a serious winter fog. I'm actually too cold to get out of the car, so a bit of a wuss when it comes to the cold. Must be my African blood in me. Anyway, this is the view from my car. Well, that is the sea. You can see there that grey mass is the mixture of the sea, the sky, cloud, everything. I can't see the horizon. If I look over the cliff, I can see a little bit of the beach sand. It's quite cool though. I went just handheld walking around with my 70-200 on, cranked up the ISO and just went and got some shots, and one of them was something I really liked was the beach huts just fading off into the distance with some nice mist coming over the hill where the West Cliff lift comes down. It's like a serious hill there. It's pretty cool. So these are some of the trips I took recently that were probably less successful in terms of just getting out and doing landscape photography. Definitely not successful, and I think you've got to learn from failure. You've got to look at your shots that you're not proud of and go, well, why did I do that? How could I improve it? And how can I learn from that? I don't really think there is such a thing as failure. There is only steps of success, really. I've kind of, I think, changed my attitude a little bit, but I'm kind of moving my focus a bit from doing those postcard shots that you see all over the internet to finding more interesting ways of expressing myself through the visual language of photography. So you know, I've always been into design and art direction and music and anything creative, and sometimes you need to take a sidestep and just express yourself differently, and don't follow the herd, don't do what everyone else is doing. And when people sometimes do that, they do sometimes end up with amazing stuff. I'm not saying that my stuff is like that, but I am trying to put something different, something that's more unique, I suppose. Novelty is a hard thing to do in anything creative, but it's still possible. And I think that's where I'm at the moment. I'm trying to do stuff slightly different and just look for the less obvious shots. And am I doing that? Probably not. You probably look at my shots and go, seen them all before as well, and that's cool. That's the beauty of creativity, is that it is subjective and it is down to everyone's opinion. So I think it is about just get out there, take your camera and get out, go for a walk, go and express yourself, go and see what there is out there, and come back with something different. You might surprise yourself, you might find something that you prefer. There's a squirrel, what's he doing? Alexa, turn off dining room.